Have you ever left a social gathering not out of disdain but because something inside whispered, "There's something more real than this"? If so, you're not alone. This quiet dissonance, the feeling that much of modern social interaction is shallow, finds a profound philosophical ally in Arthur Schopenhauer. Known as the philosopher of pessimism, Schopenhauer believed that intelligent individuals naturally gravitate toward solitude, not as a rejection of humanity, but as an embrace of authenticity. Social detachment, a sign of insight, not arrogance. Schopenhauer's philosophy revolves around the idea that intelligence brings with it a heightened awareness of life's truths, many of which are uncomfortable. To him, most social interactions are performative, dominated by ego and superficiality. For those who think deeply, these engagements feel less like meaningful connections and more like rehearsed plays, full of predictable scripts and empty pleasantries. Crucially, Schopenhauer did not equate solitude with misanthropy. Rather, he viewed the intelligent person's retreat from society as a pursuit of depth. The more unintelligent a man is, the less mysterious existence seems to him, he once wrote. For those who ponder mortality, suffering, and the fleeting nature of time, ordinary conversations often feel like distractions from life's deeper signals. Solitude as a path to wholeness. Intelligent individuals, Schopenhauer argued, are most themselves in solitude, not because they fear others, but because they no longer need others to feel whole. In the silence of solitude, the mind can engage in reflection, absorb wisdom, and create meaning without interruption. The rejection of social life is not an inability to handle it, but a natural outcome of transcending its utility. Many people fear solitude because it confronts them with the raw truth of their inner worlds. But for the intelligent mind, solitude becomes a crucible, a place where the soul is not diminished, but awakened. Schopenhauer, who lived much of his life in self-imposed isolation, believed this inner world offered more enduring truths than any social applause could. Intelligence and the weight of suffering. At the heart of Schopenhauer's thought is a stark truth. To know deeply is to suffer deeply. Intelligence and suffering, he argued, are inseparable. The more one understands the impermanence, chaos, and endless striving that underlies human life, the harder it becomes to find solace in illusions. This perpetual dissatisfaction, which Schopenhauer termed the will, is never satisfied. One desire fulfilled gives way to another, forming a cycle of fleeting joy and lasting frustration. Most people accept this cycle as normal, but the intelligent person sees through it, and this clarity often results in existential despair. Yet, Schopenhauer insisted, this awareness is not a curse, but a path to liberation. When we recognize that our suffering stems from misguided desires, we can begin to detach, not from life, but from the illusions that cloud it. Detachment as rebellion. Schopenhauer saw detachment not as apathy, but as the ultimate rebellion. The intelligent individual doesn't reject life. They simply refuse to live it according to society's empty norms. They detach from the crowd not out of superiority, but to preserve their soul from dilution. Society, Schopenhauer argued, pressures people to conform, to chase validation, to smile when they want to scream, to celebrate what doesn't deserve applause. The intelligent person sees this for what it is, a stage play. And in recognizing the performance, they face a choice: join in and forget themselves, or step away and reclaim their authenticity. Freedom, Schopenhauer contended, is not in belonging to the many, but in belonging to oneself. This radical act of self-possession often means letting go of everything familiar, even if it brings discomfort. But in that discomfort lies a profound liberation, a stillness that can't be shaken by external noise. Solitude as a sacred space. Far from being a void, solitude is a sacred space where truth can emerge. In solitude, we stop reacting and start reflecting. We shed the collage of identities borrowed from society and begin to rediscover our real selves. As Schopenhauer wrote, "A man can be himself only so long as he is alone." This solitude is where wisdom is born. It is not a permanent exile from the world, but a sanctuary we return to in order to recalibrate. Those who touch this stillness carry it with them, even in crowds. They become immune to the superficialities of life, not because they no longer care, but because they've found something deeper to care about. Conclusion: in a society addicted to distraction and validation, choosing solitude takes courage. It means risking misunderstanding, foregoing praise, and walking away from the easy comforts of the crowd. But Schopenhauer would argue that this path, though difficult, is the only one that leads to genuine freedom. To walk alone is not to be alone. It is to walk with the truth, and in that truth lies the quiet dignity of a mind that has stopped performing and started living.